President Trump is now on day 5 of insisting Alabama was in the path of Hurricane Dorian.
That was the original chart.
After being ridiculed for displaying a forecast map altered by a black marker to prove his point, Trump tweeted today that Alabama was going to be hit or grazed, and then Hurricane Dorian took a different path. He now says he was referencing early predictions when he claimed Alabama could be impacted.
I know that Alabama was in the original forecast.
But he first made that assertion Sunday, long after the state was ruled out as a potential target. While the Gulf Coast was shown as a possible threat for Dorian's track in early projections, by Friday the guidance had shifted to Florida's east coast, 2 days before Trump said this.
This just came up, unfortunately.
The president canceled a trip to Poland to monitor the storm, and the White House said he was being updated every hour, meaning he would have known that information. Instead of admitting the error and moving on, Trump is insisting he's right, even tweeting out projections last night from over a week ago with dated information. The spaghetti models the president is using as a defense are updated 4 times a day, meaning by the time Trump made this claim Sunday,
Alabama could even be in for at least some very strong winds, and something more than that it could be.
They had been updated at least 15 times. It's against the law to knowingly issue or publish a false weather forecast, though right now both FEMA and NOAA are referring all questions back to the White House, where aides are refusing to say who it was that altered the map and won't rule out that it was the president.
I don't know.
Now, Jake, regardless of who it is that did alter that map, right now it's clear the president does not have any intention of admitting he was wrong about Alabama, because he's still continuing to tweet about it. Just moments ago, even as this hurricane is now hitting the Carolinas, the president is still tweeting old maps that showed that there are chances it could potentially affect Alabama, maps from over a week ago that the president just tweeted out several moments ago. And right now the people we've spoken to said they do not expect the president to stop anytime soon, Jake.
Really been a 24 hours for residents of Charleston, South Carolina, facing a triple threat: strong hurricane force winds, heavy rain causing flooding, and storm surge that peaks this afternoon as Hurricane Dorian makes her closest approach. That tree fell right on a power line, and it is menacing that area down there. If anybody is walking around there, they're in some serious danger. You can see that down power line over there sparking, and you might see it explode any minute now.
These were not the Kansas or Oklahoma kind of varieties, the really big tornadoes, but these are the kind of weaker spin-off ones that come from the outer band. Still, they did damage, ripped off housing from siding from homes, ripped off roofs.
The impact here is the greatest we have seen so far in the mainland United States.
It is so much worse than they had feared. The Abaco Islands forever scarred now by mass destruction. Home after home, entire rooftops blown away, debris scattered in unrecognizable heaps, boats tossed like confetti. The images belie the obvious question: how could anyone survive this?
Oh my God. Don't tell me, get here. Okay.
I'm Paul.
You're okay. You're okay. You're gonna be okay? You're gonna be okay, brother.
We arrive by helicopter in Man o' War in Abaco with Billy Aubrey, embracing his wife Shauna after days of not knowing if she was dead or alive. Shauna hunkered down with friends in their seaside home until the roof blew off, and they all scrambled to find anything still standing.
So Nancy, this is what kept you guys alive, this little bathroom.
This little room kept us alive. This is it.
We came in and hunkered down, and Shauna was on the ground crying, and we were just trying to.
Hysterical. What did it sound like in here at the time?
Oh, it was loud. It was there was a lot of crashing and remember all the crashing and banging and whirling and
stuff we thought was coming through this wall.
So many in the Abaco Islands lived through hours that resembled a horror movie, exposed to winds that topped 215 miles an hour, like tornadoes touching down every minute.
Words can't describe it. I don't wish it on nobody. Nobody, words can't describe it. They could never categorize this. Never.
My grandfather ran out.
It was like an atomic bomb went off.
Residents here tell me their little island paradise is unrecognizable even to them. They're resourceful and self-reliant, they say, but they could have never imagined a storm as powerful as Dorian.
You know, there's no better way to describe to you the force of Hurricane Dorian, to be right here where people rode out the storm in their living rooms, in their dining rooms. I mean, look at this. The roof blew off the house here. The entire kitchen came down. Their refrigerator ended up here on the ground. Their living room and dining room furniture is strewn all over. People describe these things being tossed around the island like projectiles. They all cowered, hovered in their bathrooms, in closets, anything they could find to take shelter.
There are now the beginnings of recovery, but only the basics. Medical attention, private helicopters to take out those who are sick, the elderly, young families.
I'm sure it'll never be the same again, but I mean, the people are strong here, and we're going to try to do our best to rebuild the best way we can, but we know it'll never be the same.
This was a storm of biblical proportions, Abaconians tell me. And yes, they worry. It will take a miracle to recover from it all.